Okay, boys. So, yeah, we had a pretty rough twins last week, or let's say a whole AQ40 run. Since Funny is not here this week, I will have to kinda review it. Obviously, I can't do it as good as he did, and I'm not gonna review the whole video. Just wanna I'll point out some things we did wrong at twins and some things we might wanna change this week. So I put down together some pictures and some bullet points we should take care of for this week. So what we definitely did wrong last week was that we were pulling or we were running in, charging in, loose-headed, while half the rate wasn't even close to be in position, which messed up a lot of things. So what we will do this week is we will be in position. Everyone will be in position before we pull the twins. The next thing was what really was an issue was the healers not respecting the order of range you have to stand in. Like no one has to be closer than the warlock after teleport, or you will get aggro and you will get one shot most likely. We were losing way too many healers to some random shit that can't happen again. So we'll talk about this one a bit. The next thing is that we will go back, or that we will have a new tanking spot, or maybe an old tanking spot at the east and west torch. Again, I will show it in detail later. And the next thing is, what I heard from some tanks is that melees were charging in onto the melee twin right after teleport before he even touched it. I don't want to do this again. No melee touches the melee twin before the tank is in position with it. Just take it a bit slower, but clean this time. And the next thing is we were really bad at peeling off the scorpions or insects from healers and even from the warlock tanks. Especially the striker said that he has had a really rough time dealing with all the scorps. So all the melees running through the middle. I want you to kill the scorps and not just randomly hit. Whatever you hit, every scorpion you hit, you will kill it before you go further onto the boss. We can't have them aggro with a white hit of 100 and just leave it alone, because it will eventually go to a healer or maybe the warlock tank. That can't happen again. So, what's the new tanking spot I was talking about? It will be this one. In terms of range, what we did is we tanked it here and down here the melee and here the caster at the pull. It's not like the position itself was an issue, but it will have a bit of a benefit in terms of the pull. So again, this will be the new tanking spot. Here's a torch in the room, here's a torch. So just tank it back to the wall. Easy. The next thing is, what I said is that we will be in position before we even pull the twins. Twins have a pretty short aggro range, so you don't really need to be afraid to aggro them if you go into the room. If you enter the room, you will see like a different texture on the floor right before the stairs. As long as you're not running into this area, you will be safe and you won't pull them. So what I want to do for the healers is you will stand in like a semicircle like this before the pull. Larsa is here, and the same for the other side. And once we are in this position, then we will go in and pull the boss. So now for the main reason why we are changing the tanking position. It's because what we did is Larsa was pulling and then dragging him over, which then had the consequence that the distance between the twins was pretty short. So Striker had to pull the caster one a bit further down, so no wheels would go off. And I mean, dragging him along at the caster, it's fucking bullshit. First, the range DPS had to slow down, they had to wait, and yeah, you can't build threat while you are walking. That's a bit easier for a warrior tank, I guess. So what we will do after the pull, Larsa will obviously drag the melee one to this, and I want the semicircle we built with the healers just transition like this. Again, a semicircle around Larsa with max range of the healers. And the Warlock that will tank the caster twin after the teleport would then move into the semicircle a bit closer to the twin. So he will get the initial aggro. I hope that's kind of clear. And for the caster side, the easy part now is Striker can just stand here, or whoever tanks it, and fire away on the caster twin, not having to move him at all. And while this happens, the tank from the left side will move in and stand right in front of the Warlock. So after the teleport, he should get the first initial aggro, or have an easier life to pick it up. So what will happen next is we will have a teleport. Okay, sorry. This is just after the transition. We will have, for the first phase before the teleport, we will have these positions. Semicircle of the healers, like this, inside the Warlock, closest to the boss, aside from Edis obviously. And on the other side the same, semicircle, Warlock, and right in front of it, the tank. So when the teleport happens, the melee one is now up here. The tank will move in, pick him up. Same side here, the tank will move out, the Warlock starts to get aggro. Now the left tank has to move the melee one down. And the healers itself again do a semicircle, like we have on the right side. So the Warlock has an easy life to stand closest to the boss, and the healers are spread out as well, so we are not having this clump up shit like we had last week, where one Blizzard fucks everyone up. Or what I also don't want to see is healers clumping on top of the fucking Warlock. That's fucking stupid. The Warlock needs a bit of range to move around if he gets Blizzard, or if Scorp explodes near to him. He needs a bit of room. Also, what I would want the tank that will pick up the melee after the teleport. That's a picture where the melee just teleported over here. You wait until the melee is on your side before you run in. This will reduce the probability to get knocked around, I guess. I'm not quite sure about it. I just hope it. It's just my experience from when I tanked this shit. So maybe we can try it out. Let's see how clean we can get. Again, if we are doing this, the melees are already walking over. I don't want the fucking melees to charge in first, as I said in the beginning. The tank is the one that picks him up and tracks him over. So you wait for him, for the go of him, before you start your DPS. Take it easy. The 30 seconds of the twins won't make the time of the whole AQ40 instance. You just need to be clean. Kill it in one attempt and with all buffs up. That's our goal. So again, now the melee one is dragged over again to the torch, tanked here. So our static position for all upcoming teleports will be this one. Again, it's your tank. The Warlock stands inside, doing nothing, chilling, not getting hit by any AoE if possible. And for the other side, where the caster twin is, the tank stands right in front of the melee, in front of the Warlock, and waits for the teleport to kick in. Yeah, that's what happens. Next teleport, he still is here, and after the teleport, he moves in, picks him up, drags him to the wall. Easy. I hope I didn't talk too much shit. Yeah. Important note, every melee that walks across this fucking area, pick up the Scorpions, kill them immediately. We will also have most likely Yamek and Maggie on Scorp's duty. Hopefully no other tank dies, so they will peel off all the Scorps from healers and the Warlock in case it happens. But every melee that walks across is on killing duty for this shit. We can't have like 10 of the Scorps snacking around at the Warlock, killing him slowly. I hope the pictures are somewhat clear. If you have any questions, just comment me. and we will talk about it. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Let's have this clean this time.